What's going on, everyone? This is Ben with liftedimports.com, and we're back today with another edition of What Makes This Build Great. And today we're going to be talking about Ryan's 2019 Subaru Outback 3.6R that's lifted not 2.5, but 3 inches on long travel coilovers. And the thing is still daily drivable. I think this is a fantastic build, and we're going to jump into a few of the details that I think make it super awesome. Before we do that, if you want to see everything that me and Ryan talked about with his car, head over to the liftedimports.com website, find his build article, check it out, and you can find his Instagram on there and everything. So first up, Ryan decided to go with the flat out suspension GR Plus coilovers, which allowed him to lift the car 3 inches. In order to do that, he had to install a couple of other things like 2-inch subframe spacers just to keep everything aligned perfectly the way that it was meant to be from the factory. Next up, I really like his wheel and tire combination. It's a little bit unique. I don't see a lot of Subaru people running this. He's got the Black Rhino Warlords in a 17x8 configuration wrapped in a set of BFG KO2s in 245/70/17. And guys, those are like a 30-inch tire. This thing is a beast. I absolutely love it. Ryan, when I asked him about why he decided to go 3 inches instead of just 2, because of all the extra work that's involved, he just basically told me, he said, I just wanted to have the biggest, baddest Subaru around. And I think that kind of attitude is just hilarious. I think it's fun. And it's really just what it takes in order to kind of do this build. You can't really fit these tires unless you're willing to do a lot of additional modifications. You have to cut the front bumper. You have to cut the splash guards. You have to hammer the pinch welds in the rear. You have to install aftermarket mud flaps. It's a real big commitment to do this, and I just think it's really cool that he went through with it. The next mod that I think is really awesome about this car is something that you would never know by looking at it, but Ryan actually went to the trouble of installing a Mishimoto CVT oil cooler. So instead of just letting the CVT fluid get really hot and over time degrading the performance of the transmission, he preemptively installed this CVT cooler, and I think this is a really good way for Subaru owners to extend the life of the transmission despite having larger tires and driving the car hard on off-road trails. And finally, one of the other things that he installed on this car that I think is a really good idea is he did an upgraded EBC brake package. So he did upgraded pads and rotors, and EBC is known for just making very high quality brakes that just give you the most stopping power available. And the whole point of this build was to make something that he could take off-road, but that was still daily drivable, that he felt comfortable with his wife and kids being in for daily driving. And I think he's accomplished that really well. And if you guys want to see the rest of the modifications that he's done to this car, head over to his article on the liftedimports.com website, check it out, see everything that he's done. We've even got a video interview over there that he and I did together to just kind of shoot the breeze and talk about the car a little bit. But head over there and check it out. In the meantime, if you could like the video and subscribe to the channel, that'd be super helpful for us. We want to just continue putting this good stuff out there for everybody to learn and see new builds. As always, let's get out on these trails and have some fun.